This is just a PSA if you're the type of guy that thinks that there's a double standard when it comes to women criticizing men. Honey, when your societal existence is based off of men's accommodations from the way you dress to the way you give birth, then you could talk. You're the type of guy that will analyze a woman's body count as if she's not clean enough when your teeth and toenails look identical. You'll say a woman is no longer desirable if she's had sex, yet desires sex with women, but not a virgin, someone with experience, but not a used vagina, someone who is pure. Well, I'm purely positive that the only tits you've ever had in your mouth are your mother's, which makes sense because when saying what you look for in a woman, that's who you'll describe, and you'll follow it up with women's value declines after having a child. Oh, so you agree. You are the problem. And you'll impregnate multiple women as a sign of manhood while abandoning fatherhood, and when faced with accountability, you will blame it on toxic feminism because it reminds you of your own shortcomings. So if your breaking point is being criticized by women, you couldn't handle a happy hour as us. Try covering your drink for 2 hours. But if you're the victims, that makes us the victors.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor The Fiend back again with another response video. And guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe on your way in, and don't forget to subscribe to our newest member of Fiend Gang, Detective Warg. His channel will be linked in the video description. But without further ado, let's jump into the rest of today's video.
The stupidest thing a man has ever mansplained.
I love when men mansplain things to me because then I get to respond to it. And I've crafted so many perfect responses to mansplaining. I'd like to share them with you. Here's my first and favorite one: when they explain something to you that's just blatantly obvious. And if it's so obvious, let's remember that has nothing to do with us and everything to do with them. Sometimes I'll just ignore it because I'm thinking, oh, you must not have known that recently. That's kind of cute. But if I want to call them out on it, I'll just go, yeah, so when did you learn that? They just go, and if they get real defensive, well, I've always known that. Then I get to go, so then why would you think that I wouldn't? Okay, but also when they explain something to you that you just said, like they explain back to you something you just said, then I go, yeah, that's so great. I'm so glad that you understood what I was saying. That's perfect. Good job. They get so mad. Okay, or when they're just being a total dick and they're mansplaining and you get to go, that's almost right.
I love how in current day society, it's perfectly appropriate to invalidate anything that a man says, but if you pull a woman up on anything that she says, all of a sudden you're an evil misogynist and you hate women and you don't like girls, okay? This woman right here, any girl who uses the phrase mansplaining is unironically just immediately disqualified as someone to take seriously, okay? These are the same individuals that are quote-unquote against sexism, okay? These are the people that believe in quote-unquote equality, and yet here we have these women invalidating what men say and just outright being misandrist. There's a fantastic clip I brought up the other day, guys. I think it's of Australian Parliament, where a woman just gets absolutely blasted for using the word mansplaining. I'll see if I can get my editor to put up the clip and play it for you guys now. But this is just absolutely disgusting. It really is. And these women wonder why men steer clear of them. They wonder why they're 30 plus years of age and they still haven't got married. They don't have kids, and they'll blame it on every single person but themselves.
This is just a PSA if you're the type of guy that thinks that there's a double standard when it comes to women criticizing men. Honey, when your societal existence is based off of men's accommodations from the way you dress to the way you give birth, then you could talk. You're the type.
I'm going to have to stop you right there. Nobody cares about your expose rants on TikTok about how men oppress you and about how society is structured around the needs of men. These kinds of conversations that these women try and have with themselves on TikTok are the most privileged garbage that I have ever seen, guys. Society has been built by men, not just for men, but for women too. You think all of the appliances that you have in your house, all of the modern day technologies that you have at your fingertips, these aren't provided to women as well? Right? These girls go through society, guys, and this is the fantastic thing about feminist brainwashing. Pardon my language, Overlord Susan, but this is the fantastic thing about it, is because girls want to believe that they're oppressed. They want to believe that they have it so much harder and things are so much more difficult without actually doing anything, any of the work. And this is why these girls rock around to certain ages and then they cry when they can't find a man or they've been upgraded or replaced by the guy that they actually want.
type of guy that will analyze a woman's body count as if she's not clean enough when your teeth and toenails look identical. You'll say a woman is no longer desirable if she's had sex, yet desire sex with women, but not a virgin.
Okay, let's pause it right there. So this woman obviously has an issue with men judging women off of body counts. It's like, okay, let's just say, sure, let's just say that's unfair, fine. How about we go out here and we say, okay, you're not allowed to judge men off of how tall they are or how much money that they have in their bank account. You see, when men have preferences, when men have standards, when men say this is what we want in the other gender, it's considered misogynistic, it's considered evil, it's considered disgusting, it's considered deserving of ad hominem attacks. But when these same girls come out here and say, you know what, I want a guy who fits all of these criteria, which she's never going to get, you know, get that man to commit to her, it's completely fine. And again, guys, this is why these women rock around single, because they have such unrealistic expectations and they're so damn entitled. They think that they deserve everything a man can provide simply for them.
Virgin, someone with experience, but not a used vagina, someone who is pure. Well, I'm purely positive that the only tits you've ever had in your mouth are your mother's, which makes sense.
Okay, so let's pause it there again, right? So what's the first thing that we resort to? When a dude says something like, hey, I don't want to go with a high body count, the first thing that this woman goes to is ad hominem attacks, and then also saying, oh, well, you must not get women. This is like the funniest strategy, guys, is because it's like, rather than talk about anything logical, we just go straight to attacking what the person looks like, and we go straight to attacking, you know, just aspects of the person that you don't know anything about. Okay, this woman is 30 plus years of age, and she's going to go on in a minute and complain about how men now overlook her. Because men, the reason why this video is being made is because men have said these things to her and she doesn't like them. Okay, so what she does is now she goes, oh, well, this man, he must not be able to get laid. Right? So again, like, funny to me how we're out here just immediately objectifying women. But hey, what the hell do I know? Let's continue.
Because when saying what you look for in a woman, that's who you'll describe. And you'll follow it up with women's value declines after having a child. Oh, so you agree. You are the problem. And you'll...
I see nothing wrong with that sentence. Yes, a woman's value does decline after they have a child. In the same way that if a man has a child, it will often be considered a disqualifier for a woman. You see, a man can come out here and say, I don't want a woman with a child, and these girls will get disgusted. But when they come out and say, yeah, look, I don't want to get with a dude who has a kid, I love how the men accept it, right? The men can sit there and say, okay, yeah, fair enough. You know, I've got a kid. I can understand how you don't want a part of that. But if you say the same thing to these girls, they're like, what? You don't want to raise a kid that's not your own? You don't want to come in and look after a child that's literally from another man? No. The answer is no.
Impregnate multiple women as a sign of manhood while abandoning fatherhood. And when faced with accountability,
Nobody said that.
you will blame it on toxic feminism because it reminds you of your own shortcomings.
I don't know why you need to put the word toxic in front of womanism. To me, they are one and the same, but it is what it is.
So if your breaking point is being criticized by women, you couldn't handle a happy hour as us. Try covering your drink for 2 hours. But if you are the victim...
Did this woman really just bring it up and go, oh, you know, being a woman is hard because when you go out to drink, you have to cover your drink for 2 hours. Oh, you mean the drink that you got for free? That drink that you're talking about? Is it that drink, the one that you have to cover, but also the one you got for free? Don't sit here and say, oh, we're so, you know, it's so difficult for us because we have to cover our drink. You get drinks for free. You get club entry for free. Men hit on you and give you things for free. Guys, if you don't believe me, look at Twitch, right? Women can literally just exist on the internet and have money thrown at them. No talent at all. There is a website, guys, where you can pay people to play video games with you. I think it's called ePal. ePal.gg, I'm pretty sure, right? And if you go to that website, you'll notice that the women are all garbage at the game, but they have really high amounts of people that are paying for them, right? Or, you know, the women go there and they get paid for existing. The only way that a man gets paid on that site is if he's good at the video game and he's going to carry someone or he's going to coach them, right? Women can just show up and get free crap. But this woman's argument is, oh, but I have to cover the drink. It's like, geez, man.
That makes us the victors.
Patriarchy thrives off of women hating themselves. I posted this video yesterday being sassy to a man who had insulted me, and in it I said that I was very hot, because I am. And the men had a field day.
Anybody who says that they are attractive like who just comes out here and says I'm attractive, it immediately makes you unattractive. If you want to come out and be narcissistic and be like, you know, I'm a boss babe, I look hot, it's like, okay, but don't expect people to actually think that you're attractive, because narcissism is inherently unattractive.
Like, so many men commented on it and they were like, you're not that hot, or you were attractive until you said you were, until you opened your mouth. A bunch of them said I was just average. And that literally did not hurt my feelings at all, because
Then why are we making the TikTok? You know? It didn't hurt my feelings, but I'm going to make this video for attention because, guys, we covered this video very early on the channel, I believe. Some of you guys, OGs, might remember that we've covered this one before. But it's like, when these girls have dudes, they'll come out here, they'll be narcissistic, they'll be weird, and then when dudes comment on it, they're like, woe is me, and then they go to the internet and make more TikToks for attention.
know what they're doing. Men like that want their attention and compliments to be your only source of self-worth, because that's the only way they'll ever have a shot with you.
I don't think a lot of the men commenting those particular things on your video wanted a quote-unquote shot with you.
They insult you because that's the only way you'll ever notice them. And they'll tear you down because then they have a better shot of getting with you. If you're confident on your own, they're literally terrified of you because they have no power anymore, and you...
I don't know if you guys can see this. I've kind of stopped listening to what she's saying. Look at... She's got like... I don't know what this is. I don't know what's happening.
You don't need them. Don't fall for that trick. They know you're good looking. They just hate that you know it.
Yeah, and I'm sure that that level of narcissism won't hinder your ability to find a partner later on. It's always like when you watch videos like this, you can tell the girls who are going to be able to go on and be wives and be girlfriends, and then you can also tell the women who are not going to be taken seriously by any dude ever. Because these girls, they'll think like, oh, I can get dudes to like me, you know, I can have bedroom fun with guys. But then when it comes around to getting the commitment from men don't want to commit to them because the looks are not the only thing that you should be bringing to the table. And that's why they get so offended when men ask that question, because a lot of them have nothing else to offer at all. Like, I'm sorry guys, but even if a woman is incredibly beautiful, if she's a pain in your ass, why on earth would you have her around? It makes no sense.
I stole her earrings when she was in 6th grade.
That was you?
I couldn't keep them though, I gave them to my cousin.
What's something you've done she doesn't know about?
I fucked your boyfriend 2 years ago.
Is that why you guys broke up?
Why?
I'm sorry, can you go away, please?
Absolutely not. He can't go away. That is some content right there. Look at this woman right here. She's like, haha, it's kind of funny. And then this girl is like, I don't know. I've said this on the channel before, guys, but a lot of women will try and actively steal each other's boyfriends because they think that the guy's more valuable. They see someone, they see their friend being attracted to someone, so then what they do is they say, oh, I need him too. Women are not attracted to dudes who have no women. Okay, and what that means is when their friends go out there and get boyfriends and stuff like that, a lot of the times these women will actively try and sabotage their relationships, or they'll get with the boyfriend after the fact because he's become attractive by virtue of the fact that he has another woman. Guys who have been married know this, for example. It's kind of like you've got a little target on your back as a man if you're in a relationship or if you have a marriage or something like that, because a lot of girls will want to swoop in and steal you because they see other girls wanting you as well.
Is that why you guys broke up?
Why?
I'm sorry, can you go away, please?
Yo guys, it's Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode. Before you go, remember to subscribe to our other Fiend Gang members. Their channels will be linked in the video description. Our newest member is Detective Warg, so make sure that you go and show him some love. He's putting out daily content for you guys. Also, one of the characters I use and also a lot of our thumbnail artwork is done by an artist called The Gecko Ninja. He's absolutely fantastic, and his socials are going to be linked in the video description as well if you want to commission him for some amazing art. Otherwise, take it easy, gents, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.